are listening to KZSM LP 104.1 and KZSM.org, the best radio station in San Marcos, Texas. Please share us with your friends.
Look at our money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for him. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. Well, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Throughout Earth's history, hemp has been used, no mystery. Hemp was legal to pay your taxes for more than a century. Check your faxes. The founding fathers make sense to me. It's time to grow hemp legally. Think of all its uses, it's money that's well spent right now. No excuses, it's time for hemp. Sustainable green industry, that's our intent. A better place this world will be, it's time for hemp. For fuel and food and clothes and soap, housing, cars, yeah.
Cars, no joke.
Henry Ford built a car out of hemp. It's time for us to do it again. People be employed with balanced farming as it's meant right now. It's time hemp. Hemp is a true necessity for the wealth and protection of this country. Thomas Jefferson spoke those words. He knew the value of these herds. It's time to lift the hemp and it's time to make a strong stand. Yes, we can, I know we can. We can make a difference. Yes, we can. Just like birds of a feather, we can work together and lift the hemp band. Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp.
Yes, it is. It is time for hemp. I'm your host, Casper Leitch. Thank you for tuning in to the big broadcast today. And as always, we're putting a spotlight on the amazing cannabis plant and all the wonderful things that can be done with it to make the human race more happy, more durable, and more prosperous. I do encourage you to visit timeforhemp.news. If you go there, you'll find every program we've ever done in the history of Time for Hemp archived on our website, including this program as well. And this way, if you happen to have a favorite program that you want to add to your playlist, or if you've missed a program or two and you want to go back and check it out, you can easily find it at timeforhemp.news. Lots of free music downloads that you can also share with your friends. And of course, we've got videos there, video podcasts that we've been doing here recently that are also found on YouTube and Rumbler and on BitChute. And we also got audio podcasts on iHeartRadio and iTunes and on Podbeam and anywhere there's sound to be found on the internet. We're around making sound, letting the whole world know just how important it is to take time for hemp. On today's broadcast, we've got a great business report on the global hemp community and the industrial hemp market and how it's growing. And we've also got a little report on the research that's being done on medical cannabis and how it is expanding the knowledge of the medical community that's going to be of benefit to every patient that needs to utilize medical cannabis in their health regime. But before we get to all of that, as always, we've got some groovy tunes that you might enjoy. I wrote the lyrics, and with the help of the illusions of music, we've been able to bring the music to life, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be something that you'll want to add to your favorites list and listen to every time you get together with your buds and enjoy some 420 times. With that said, let's kick off this round of tunes right now here at Time for Hemp.
It's smoke, pot o'clock, yeah, it's 420. I've smoked through a lot, but I've still got plenty. Okay. I'm looking around for all my friends. Say hey. We try to toke out together as each day ends. Say yeah. Because I'm about to break into my best 5-star stash and smoke the good icky sticky that cost me a lot of cash. Oh, I've been so down and under pressure, but I find my strength to rise up with each new high. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not the person I was or used to be. Smoking cannabis calms me and helps me to get by. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Twist up a doobie and twist it tight. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. Fire up that doobie, someone spark a light. Let flames ignite. Okay. Alright. It's about damn time for that J to ignite.
That's right.
It's 4:19 and in a minute I'm gonna smoke another J. Okay. In the morning I wake and bake, that's how I start my day. Okay. When I'm acting fussy and feeling small, my smoking buddies are quick to call. We stand together in times of need, cause a friend in need is a friend indeed. When my stash box gets a little low, I count on my buddies to make the green flow. Yes, anytime I need up to fill the bong, my smoking buddies roll and share a J that's fat and long. Yeah. But I find my strength to rise up with each new high. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not the person I was or used to be. Smoking cannabis calms me and helps me to get by. Hell yeah. Turn up the music, spark up a light. Right. Let's get this blunt burning and smoke out the night. Okay. Alright, let's smoke all day, let's smoke all night. Turn up the music, spark up another light, and roll another fatty and be sure to twist it tight. Sure do. It's time for play with no time for biz. That's very true. I'm smoking out tonight and I'm smoking out with friends. We're smoking out tonight. It's what we do at days end. It's 4:19 and we'll feel good in just a minute. Once we pass a pipe with thicky sticky cannabis in it. A doobie and twist it tight. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. Alright, the doobie, someone spark a light. Okay. Alright, it's 420 time, make that J.
evening calls my name. Soft and slow the hours remain. Something pulls me through the night, past the moon's pale patient light, yearning for that sweet release. When my mind finds gentle peace, through the curtains, through the rain, I can feel that familiar refrain, the hint of emerald in the air, something sacred, something rare, drawing me back home at night too, holding me till morning light. Oh, sweet companion, tried and true. Oh, always brings me back to you, back to you. Ooh, where the high is true. Smoke rings rising to the stars, dancing past these empty bars. Every puff's a tender kiss, every toke is pure sweet bliss. Society hounds may never know how you help me to let it go. When the world feels cold and mean, I wrap my world in velvet green. You're such a pure and perfect friend. With you, time dissolves and worries end, until the sunrise brings the day. I'll tuck you up and slip away. My green-eyed comfort late at night. Oh, sweet companion, tried and true. Oh, always brings me back to you, back to you. Ooh, where the high is true. I can't help but feel this way. It's true, I need you every day. Yeah. Yes, when darkness falls, or when your sweet smell calls, I know it's time to chill and play. Some might say this love's not right. They judge me in their harsh daylight, but they will never understand why you're always in my head. Ooh. Yes, you lead me to serenity. Oh, you help set my spirit free. In these moments I rise alone, far away from judgment's throne. Yes, every evening without fail I roll up this misty, mystic trail. When I smoke I feel the green embrace and leave behind life's hectic pace. My green-eyed comfort late at night. Oh, holding me till morning light. Oh, sweet companion, tried and true. Oh, always brings me back to you, you. Ooh, where the high is true.
The global hemp industry, from potential to performance. If you step back and look at the global hemp industry, you see a sector that's been living with a strange contradiction. On one hand, hemp has been hyped as a miracle crop, a plant that can feed us, clothe us, build our homes, clean our soil, and replace half the materials we pull out of the ground. On the other hand, the actual industry has struggled to scale, struggled to coordinate, and struggled to deliver the kind of consistent, cost effective products that modern manufacturers demand. The truth, as usual, sits somewhere between the dream and the reality. And right now, the global hemp industry is standing at a crossroads where science, processing, and economics are finally beginning to align. To understand where hemp is going, you have to start with the basics. Cost. The Hemp Group recently laid out something the industry has been reluctant to say out loud. Hemp doesn't win because it's trendy or sustainable or nostalgic. It wins when it outperforms traditional raw materials on total cost of ownership. That means not just the price of the crop, but the cost of processing it, transporting it, storing it, and turning it into something manufacturers can actually use. When you compare hemp to fiberglass, talc, calcium carbonate, cotton, or petroleum based plastics, the numbers only work if the processing works. And that's where the industry has historically fallen short. Farmers won't grow hemp unless they know someone will buy it. Manufacturers won't buy hemp unless they know the quality is consistent. Investors won't fund hemp unless the processing infrastructure is modern, efficient, and scalable. And consumers won't pay more for a product just because it's made from hemp. They want performance, price, and reliability. Sustainability is a bonus, not a business model. Hemp is not a single use crop, it's a whole plant system. The seed can become food, oil, protein, or animal feed. The stalk can become textiles, insulation, composites, molded products, paper, packaging, and construction materials. The herd, that woody inner core, can become animal bedding, biopellets, absorbents, and engineered building materials. Even the leaves can become high value livestock feed. But none of that matters if the plant can't be processed efficiently. Right now, the bottleneck is not the farm, it's the factory. Most hemp processors are using outdated equipment, inconsistent decortication systems, and manual quality control. That's not a recipe for global competitiveness. The industry needs what other agricultural sectors already have: smart factories. Digitally controlled, AI driven, fully integrated processing systems that can take in raw stalks and output graded, measured, specification ready fiber and herd. Systems that can guarantee consistency the same way steel mills guarantee steel grades or lumber mills guarantee board dimensions. One company highlighted in the report, ABMT, is pushing exactly that: a patented smart factory platform that integrates primary processing with automated quality control and secondary manufacturing. Whether ABMT becomes the dominant player or not, the direction is clear. The future of hemp depends on repeatability. Manufacturers don't want natural variation. They want fiber that behaves the same way every time, at a price that competes with the materials they already use. If hemp can deliver that, the market is enormous. If it can't, the industry stays stuck in the potential phase. But while processing is the bottleneck today, genetics is the battleground of tomorrow. Over the last 15 years, the cannabis and hemp industries have focused on regulation, production, and supply chains. But as the sector matures, competitive advantage is shifting toward innovation, and genetics is where the next decade will be won or lost. Think about what happened with corn, soybeans, wheat, and cotton. Once the basic agronomy was solved, the real gains came from biotechnology, from breeding, molecular markers, and hybrid development. Hemp is now entering that same phase. By doubling the chromosome sets in a plant, breeders can create tetraploids and then cross them to produce triploids, plants that are largely sterile more uniform, and less prone to accidental pollination. In an industry where a single rogue male plant can ruin an entire crop, sterility isn't just a convenience, it's a competitive advantage. Then there's molecular characterization, the shift from artisanal breeding to precision breeding. Instead of selecting plants based on how they look or smell, breeders can now analyze their genetic architecture directly. They can identify which genes control fiber strength, cannabinoid profiles, terpene production, disease resistance, and yield. That means faster breeding cycles, more predictable outcomes, and varieties tailored for specific industrial uses. Imagine hemp varieties bred specifically for bioplastics, or for carbon negative construction materials, or for ultra long textile fibers. That's where the industry is heading. And then there's the holy grail, doubled haploids. If researchers can crack the code on producing fully homozygous hemp lines in a single generation, the industry could develop true F1 hybrids, the kind of high-performance, uniform varieties that transformed other crops. Right now, only a handful of companies are working on this, and the technical challenges are real. But if they succeed, hemp breeding will leap forward by decades. So what does all this mean for the global hemp industry? It means the 2030s are shaping up to be the decade when hemp finally becomes a serious industrial commodity, not because of hype, but because of science, engineering, and economics. It means the winners won't be the companies with the biggest fields or the loudest marketing. They'll be the ones with the best genetics, the smartest factories, and the most reliable supply chains. They'll be the ones who treat hemp not as a novelty, but as a raw material that has to compete on performance and price. And it means that countries willing to invest in processing infrastructure and biotechnology will lead the global market. Europe is already moving in that direction. China has decades of experience in hemp textiles. The United States has the farmland, the research universities, and the manufacturing base, but it needs coordination and capital. Canada has the regulatory stability. Africa and South America have the climate and the labor force. The race is wide open. The bottom line is this: hemp has always had potential, but potential doesn't build industries. Execution does. And for the first time, the pieces are finally coming together. Advanced genetics, smart processing, global demand for sustainable materials, and a new generation of companies that understand hemp is not a miracle crop. It's a serious crop. And when you treat it that way, it can reshape entire sectors of the global economy. This is Casper Leitch, reminding you to visit timeforhemp.news for more reports like this that are all free to download and share with your friends.
Step right up, good folks gather round. I got a natural cure that's newly found. Mother Nature's gift is tried and true, and what it did for me, it will do for you. Step right up, step right up. There's relief in store. Step right up, step right up. Pain won't hurt no more. Sweet relief, oh yes indeed. Nature's remedy at your door. Step right up, step right up. There's relief in store. My joints were stiff as boards, you see, until cannabis set my body free. Like bright sunshine after rain, I say, this blessed relief came my way. Step right up, there's relief in store. Step right up, pain won't hurt no more. Sweet relief, oh yes indeed. Nature was never right.
My back pain had me in a bind.
This herb brought peace to my mind.
Ooh, now we're living a life anew.
Thanks to what this plant can do,
It can surely do for you.
relief in store.
Yes, sweet relief in store.
Sweet relief.
Nature's gift forevermore.
Thank you, Lord. Step right up and see. Learn what this plant can be.
Relief, sweet relief in store.
Once you use cannabis, you will always want
Step right up. Step right up.
There's a strip past the county line where the daylight turns to flame, where the roads lean back like regulars who already know your name. When your body starts to bargain and the road gets hard to hold, there's a leaf that deals in quiet strength and is never oversold. It's a remedy with road miles older than the doubt you told. Slides in smooth as a tailwind when your bones run out of gold. When the pain rewrites your evenings and your breath turns sharp and sour, there's a leaf that helps you steal back your strength when you're low on power. A little green leaf with a whole lot of power turns a Harvey Luck minute into a comeback hour. When the weight hits heavy and the climb runs steep, it lifts what you can and it lets you keep a little more fire with a whole lot of power. Some cures talk like strangers, some walk in like they belong. And the ones that rise from sunlight tend to hum a cleaner song. It won't promise you a miracle or erase the dues you paid, but it steadies up your balance when the edges start to fade. It can loosen up the chokehold that the long nights like to claim, and let your heartbeat find the rhythm that remembers its own name. When the scoreboard starts to tilt and every hour feels devoured, there's a leaf that helps you even out the reserves left in your power. A little green leaf with a whole lot of power turns a hard luck minute into a comeback hour. When the weight hits heavy and the climb runs steep, it lifts what you can and it lets you keep a little more fire with a whole lot of power. It's the breath you didn't notice, it's the ease you thought was gone. It's the warmth that slips inside you when the cold keeps hanging on. It's the quiet kind of courage that your body learns to borrow, like a sunrise showing up before you've even asked for a tomorrow. So here's to every fighter who's been walking through the ache, finding comfort in a plant that helps their tired bones unshake. May compassion keep on growing, may the cynics lose their cloud, and may healing keep on rising from a leaf that helps you out. A little green leaf with a whole lot of power turns a Harvey Luck minute into a comeback hour. When the weight hits heavy and the climb runs steep, it lifts what you can and it lets you keep a little more fire with a whole lot of power.
What is science learning about cannabis use and its effect on the brain? For decades, the conversation around cannabis has been shaped by extremes. On one side, you had the old reefer madness warnings that insisted a single puff would ruin your life. On the other, you had people who treated cannabis like a harmless herbal tea. But now, the science is finally catching up to the reality of how people actually use cannabis and what it really does to the brain. And the picture that's emerging is far more interesting and far more nuanced than either side ever imagined. One of the biggest changes driving this new understanding is potency. The cannabis of the 1970s and 80s was mild compared to what's on the market today. Back then, THC levels hovered around 2 to 5%. Today, it's common to see flower above 20%, and concentrated products like waxes, oils, and dabs can reach 70, 80, even 90% THC. That means the brain is being exposed to levels of THC that earlier generations never came close to experiencing. And when you change the dose that dramatically, you change the effects. Researchers are now seeing that high potency cannabis can create stronger dopamine surges, more intense sensory shifts, and more dramatic changes in short term memory. These effects are especially noticeable in younger people whose brains are still wiring themselves together. Some studies show that heavy use of high potency products can alter the way certain brain regions communicate with each other. It doesn't mean everyone who uses cannabis will experience these changes, but it does mean the dose matters, and it matters a lot more than we used to think. But here's where the story gets more complicated. While high potency cannabis raises concerns, other research is challenging some of the old fears about cannabis and adult cognition. A major study published in 2024 followed middle aged and older adults who used cannabis moderately, not every day, and not the strongest products, and found no major decline in memory, learning, or problem solving after a year. In fact, some researchers argue that the adult brain is far more resilient to cannabis than people assume. One psychologist at Columbia University ran a study where adults smoked cannabis and then took a math test. They were told they would be given a cash reward if they did better than 85% correct on the test. They didn't want to smoke before the test because they wanted to earn the money offered for doing well. But when they did, their accuracy barely changed. They were slower and they felt less confident, but their actual performance stayed almost the same. That doesn't mean cannabis has no effect. It clearly does. But it suggests that moderate adult use may not be the cognitive disaster some early studies claimed. Where the science becomes more concerning is with teenagers. Study after study shows that the adolescent brain is uniquely vulnerable. During the teen years, the brain is pruning old connections and strengthening new ones. It's a period of intense rewiring, and THC interacts directly with the systems involved in motivation, emotional regulation, and memory. A massive study following nearly 500,000 teens found that those who used cannabis were twice as likely to develop psychotic or bipolar disorders by their mid 20s. That doesn't mean cannabis causes these conditions directly, but the association is strong enough that scientists are urging caution. Animal studies add another layer to the story. When adolescent animals are exposed to daily THC, researchers see inflammation in key emotional regulation areas of the brain, inflammation that doesn't appear in adult animals under the same conditions. And while the idea of cannabis lowering IQ has been debated for years, some research still suggests that heavy use before age 16 may lead to small but measurable declines in certain cognitive skills. Again, none of this proves a direct cause, but the patterns are consistent enough that the scientific community is taking them seriously. Another area of research that's getting attention is the idea of a cognitive rebound. Many longtime users talk about taking tolerance breaks, stepping away from cannabis for a few weeks to reset their system. Studies now show that some of the attention and working memory issues seen in heavy users can improve after a period of abstinence. Brain imaging research even suggests that certain connectivity patterns begin to normalize when people stop using cannabis for a while. That doesn't mean everything snaps back to baseline, and it doesn't mean everyone recovers the same way. But it does suggest the brain has a remarkable ability to heal, especially in adults. On the opposite end of the age spectrum, scientists are exploring whether certain cannabinoids might actually protect the aging brain. A 2024 study from the Salk Institute focused on CBN, a compound that forms as THC breaks down over time. In lab models, CBN helped protect neurons by stabilizing mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside our cells. When mitochondria fail, neurons die, and that process is linked to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. The idea that cannabinoids might slow some of this damage is exciting, but it's still early. These are lab studies, not clinical trials. No one should assume cannabis prevents dementia, but the possibility that certain cannabinoids could support brain health in older adults is now on the scientific radar in a serious way. One of the most interesting findings from recent research has nothing to do with biology at all. It's about behavior. A long-term study of young cannabis users in Los Angeles found that the people who avoided negative outcomes weren't necessarily the ones who used the least. They were the ones who set boundaries. They didn't use before work or school. They didn't drive while high. They didn't use cannabis to escape every uncomfortable feeling. They treated it the way many people treat alcohol, something to be used intentionally, not constantly. Those who followed these self-imposed rules were far less likely to develop cannabis use disorder, even if they used regularly. It suggests that moderation isn't just about quantity. It's about context, mindset, and purpose. So what does all this mean for the average person trying to make sense of cannabis today? It means the conversation has finally matured. We're moving past the old stereotypes, the lazy stoner on one side, the miracle cure evangelist on the other. We're beginning to understand that cannabis is a powerful substance with real effects, both positive and negative, depending on who's using it, how often, how young they start, and how strong the product is. It means adults who use moderately may not need to panic about their brain health. It means teenagers should be approached with honesty, not scare tactics. It means older adults might one day benefit from cannabinoids designed specifically for neuroprotection. And it means that as legalization spreads, education has to keep up, not from cannabis companies, but from public health experts who can explain potency, dosing, and risks in a clear, balanced way. Cannabis is here to stay. The question now is how we use it wisely. And the more we learn about the brain, the more it becomes clear that wisdom, not fear, not hype, is exactly what this moment calls for. This is Casper Leitch, reminding you to visit timeforhemp.news for more reports like this that are all free to download and share with your friends.
Oh, sweet cannabis, ancient gift, your gentle leaves give spirits a lift. Your verdant hue brings peace to sight. Your fragrant breath makes burdens light.
A partner true, you spark the mind, where words take root and songs unwind. Your healing touch lets visions thrive. You breathe in arms and keep it alive.
Oh, sacred earth, earth's tender grave,
With wisdom born,
of time and space,
your flowers soothe,
the weary soul,
restoring hearts
and makes us whole.
through sacred smoke.
The stories rise
The gateway wide,
to realms and skies,
two worlds both open.
and visions new.
Cannabis, we give thanks to you.
The world world transforms beneath your flame. Perspective shift, no thought the same. A kaleidoscope of color shine.
Uncharted path through space and time.
The smoke ascends, it sways, it bends. It carries secrets without end. It lifts the heart, unties the hand.
Inhaling dreams from cannabis is great. Oh.
Connections weak, the boundaries fade. A symphony of thoughts is made. In chaos clear, the self draws near, and solace sings as joy appears.
Through hazy clouds, the mind will roam, exploring truths not often known. The questions left, the strife departs, and paints new visions on our hearts.
Galaxies spin above our head. The cosmos calls from grassy bed. Awareness wakes, the stars ignite. The universe is reborn in light.
Inhaling deep,
The muse is seen,
her tender touch.
the muse of green.
She whispers art in tones so sweet.
And sets the poet so complete.
Through curling smoke,
Ideas fly,
imagination,
fills the sky.
her voice inspires.
The poet's pen, the muse of kings, of gods, of men. The smoke ascends, it sways, it bends. It carries secrets without end. It lifts the heart, unties the hand.
Inhaling dreams from cannabis is bread. Oh.
Oh, the smoke ascends, it sways, it bends. It carries secrets without end. It lifts the heart, unties the hand. Inhaling dreams from cannabis is grand.
You are listening to Time for Hemp. I am your host, Casper Leitch, and that was a groovy song that I wrote and performed by the Illusions of Music. And one of the groovy things about this wonderful plant is that you can sing to it and it will respond. Plants, not just the cannabis plant, but all plants, have been shown through various studies to grow better, produce more harvest, and be happier when they have like classical music or mellow music. And they've done studies to see what kind of results the plants will produce when they're listening to like heavy metal and headbanger music. And they don't like that kind of music as well, as they appreciate the smooth strings and the gentle voices of the harmonic tunes that are found in today's top 40. So, but not only can plants respond to music, they are a lot like humans. And a lot of people don't know that. Plants are more like humans and animals than they might realize. Did you know that plants have feelings too? I thought you might find it interesting to learn some of the unbelievable ways plants use the same senses as humans. Humans navigate their way through the world by relying on 5 basic senses: touch, sight, sound, smell, and taste. These senses help to build a picture of our surroundings so that we can respond to any sudden changes. Many animals also rely on these senses to avoid being eaten or to find food and safe shelter. But what about plants? Plants can sense a lot about their environment, and it can cause them stress. Unlike most humans and animals, though, when plants face predation, damage, or environmental changes, they can't run away and hide. Stalkless plants evolved to be incredibly sensitive to their environment in order to survive. Research into their awareness has revealed the incredible ways plants sense their environment, from hearing their predators, smelling their neighbors, and even mimicking the shapes of their plant hosts. Plants use the sense of touch much like animals and humans do. Climbing plants such as sweet peas feel about for support to cling to, while other plants such as Arabidopsis get stressed by touch, which stunts their growth. Many species use their roots to spread out through the soil while avoiding rocks and toxic substances. Some plants even have specialized leaves to sense and respond to certain sensations. For example, sensitive plants have leaves that fold inwards when touched to prevent themselves from being damaged. Another great example is the Venus flytrap, which quickly snaps shut when tickled. Their traps are made up of modified leaves that are cleverly evolved to catch unsuspecting insects while ignoring debris that falls in accidentally. The surface of these modified leaves are covered in minuscule trigger hairs. When a hair is touched, a chemical timer is set off within the leaf. Only when a second hair is touched within this time will the leaf close and begin digesting the prey caught inside. By requiring a second trigger, the leaves are adapted to tell the difference between live organisms and debris, ensuring they catch only what they need to survive. Their sense of touch is more than amazing, to say the least. Plants have a unique ability to hear the world around them. Up until recently, not much was known about how plants respond to different sounds, but researchers have demonstrated how plants not only hear nearby pollinators and predators, but also prepare themselves for a visit. In 2014, Heidi Apple from the University of Missouri published a remarkable study. Using specialist equipment, she took recordings of caterpillars chewing on leaves and played them to unharmed cannabis plants. The controlled plants were either played recordings of the wind, other non-predator insects, or nothing at all. Incredibly, the plants exposed to the sound of chewing responded by producing the same defense chemicals they would release if they themselves were being chewed on. More recently, a research group at Tel Aviv University discovered beach evening primrose plants were listening for potential pollinators. When played the recording of a buzzing bee, the flowers increased the sugar content in their nectar, sweetening in anticipation. While there is no known mechanism used by plants to detect these sounds, it's incredible to think about. Many productive gardeners throughout human history have been known to play music around their plants, believing this to be an entertaining way to keep their plants healthy, strong, and happy. It's odd to discover that plants have the ability to taste and smell the world around them. Plants make their own food through photosynthesis, so they don't have a need for the kind of taste that we recognize. However, taste and smell rely on the detection of chemicals by specialized receptors that are intimately linked. In the case of plants, they use a similar mechanism for a variety of important reasons, such as finding nutrients in the soil and avoiding rooting near toxic substances. Most incredibly, plants can also sniff out their neighbors and identify their relatives. Many tomato growers know the parasitic dodder vine, which locates and grows towards its host by sensing volatile chemicals lingering in the air. Below ground, plants are also communicating. By partnering with fungi, tree roots form large networks with one another. Suzanne Surwood at Harvard University studied these networks and found that nearly every tree in a forest was connected together through a vast underground entwined root system network. Trees use this network to pass carbon, nutrients, water, and even alarm signals to each other. Parent trees can also detect their saplings and send nutrients and water to them, ensuring their survival. It's an essential lifeline to saplings growing in dark areas of the forest. These findings have important implications for forest ecology, demonstrating that forests are more than just a collection of trees. Through this amazing system, early humans may have learned the importance of paying attention to your roots. Did you ever get the feeling that your plants were watching you? While other animals rely largely on smell to navigate their environment, the most important human sense is arguably sight. Plants don't have sight or vision in a way that is recognizable to us, but they can detect many different forms of the light spectrum, ranging from ultraviolet up to infrared. One of the best known examples of this is juvenile sunflowers, which perform heliotropism. This is where the sunflower constantly faces the sun so as to grow in the direction of the sunlight. The tracking of the sun's movement helps the plants to maximize the amount of sunlight they receive for photosynthesis. Bocchilla trifoliata is a fascinating climbing plant that is native to Chile and Argentina. It is unique in the way that it appears to mimic any plant on which it grows, changing its leaf shape, size, color, and even vein patterns. This science fiction behavior of camouflage is how this plant avoids predation. Studies have shown that this plant can detect its hosts by using its chemical signal. In 2021, a paper was published demonstrating that the boquila plant is also able to mimic artificial plastic plants as well. While admittedly the mechanisms for how boquila mimics its host is entirely unknown, there is something fascinating happening in this unusual plant. Another aspect that plants share with humans is stress. While we don't know much about their sensory mechanisms, we do know they can be overstimulated and get stressed. Which begs the question, how do you calm a plant? In 1847, W.F. Clemens first reported that plants can be anesthetized to lose their sensitivity in a way similar to humans and animals. More incredibly, when wounded or under attack by pathogens, plants produce their own anesthetic compounds, which act to lessen their injuries. The plant experience, although seemingly inanimate, is complex and ever-changing. Whether they're listening for sounds of friend or foe, reaching out for family, building communities, or hiding from predators, plants are highly attuned to their environment and constantly reacting. Perhaps we're not so different after all. Have you hugged a plant today?
Well, you make me wanna twist the J up and pick my bong up and roll some blunts up and grab my glass pipe and come on now. Don't forget you need a pass. Don't forget to pass the J, yeah, J. Pass the J. Pass the left to a friend. Pass the J. Come on. Pass the J. Take a hit. Never quit. Smoke. Say that you love her. Smoke. Say that you need her. Smoke. Say that you want her. Smoke. You wanna smoke her. Smoke. You're hitting now. You're hitting now. You're hitting now. I still remember when you smoked your first herbal J. It was Jamaican smoke and it blew us both away. Now that we've grown up, we have learned how to grow big cannabis plants that we're harvesting and sow. I want us to grow. I said I want us to grow right now, yeah. Cannabis is good for us, baby, better than anything else, yeah. And anytime I grow it, I won't grow with nobody else, yeah. I said I want us to grow. I said I want us to grow right now. Hey, you made me wanna. Hey, yeah. All right. Come on now.
Well, I see by the clock on the wall that it is 4:19, which means in just about a minute I'm going to be enjoying a fantastic break. I want to thank you for tuning in to the big broadcast today. I ask that you share us with your friends. Please make it a point to go to timeforhemp.news. Check out all of our archives, all of the free music you can download, all of the videos that we've put together, dedicating ourselves to letting the whole world know just how important it is to take time for hemp.
Remember that and away. Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation. Yeah, it's time for hemp. Well, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Throughout its history, hemp has been used, no mystery. Hemp was legal to pay your taxes for more than a century. Check your faxes.
The founding
Fathers make sense to me. It's time to grow hemp legally.
think of all its uses. It's money that's well spent. Right now, no excuses. It's time for him.
Sustainable green industry.
That's our intent.
A better place this world will be. It's time for hemp.
Fuel and food and clothes and soap.
Cows and cars, yeah, cars no joke.
Henry Ford built a car out of hemp. It's time for us to do it again.
People be employed with balanced farming as it's meant. Hemp. Now it's time. Hemp is the true necessity for the wealth and protection of this country.
Thomas Jefferson spoke those words. He knew the value of these herds. It's time to lift the hemp bag.
It's time to make a strong stand.
Yes, we can.
I know we can. We can make a difference. Yes, we can. Just like birds of a feather, we can work together and lift the hemp bag. Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation. Yeah, it's time for hemp.
You are listening to KZSM LP 104.1 and KZSM.org, the best radio station in San Marcos, Texas. Please share us with your friends.